A massive statue of George Floyd has been erected in Newark, New York, outside of Newark City Hall, once again proving that scumbag politicians will not only waste all of your money, but also do anything to get the minority vote and even celebrating a career piece of shit. What does Newark, New York have to do with George Floyd?
What is it about New York where they just cannot help but do stupid, destructive, self-destructive shit?
Listen, I can't wait till my last two living relatives in New York move out of there next month, because it is a goddamn cesspool. It's disgusting. I've hated going there for years. It's gross. And you know what the worst thing about New York is when it's hot, like this time of year?
It stinks.
It smells like piss.
Stinks.
It smells like that tub urinal they have at Fenway. It's gross.
Ugh. Modern engineering right there.
Hunter Biden's laptop is resurfaced. Take it away, my friend.
This guy is something.
Yes, he is.
Yielding yet even more gems as he used the N-word to describe his attorney, all while his father is giving relentless speeches about white supremacy. The irony is absolutely
I left
insane.
that blank because I wanted you to fill in the blank.
I can't with this guy.
How did...
And this is a white guy he's talking to, right?
He's calling his white attorney the N-word.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Repeatedly. And he's using it like it's common speak for him.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And listen, I think it's comical, the dancing around this that the news has to do to hide it, to ignore it, because he literally... This moron can literally take down his father's administration just from his laptop alone, his text messages, his correspondence with people. He's just... What was the Belushi from Animal House? I feel like this is him.
Oh, man. Yeah, he ended up married his dead brother's wife.
Oh, my God.
Supposedly they were together before he was ceased. But yeah, he's just not a good guy.
I want to make a comparison from the Biden administration, from the Trump administration. When you had the Trump administration, you were driving a brand new... I like trucks. You're driving a brand new... What do you have?
Silverado.
Okay, brand new Silverado, fully loaded, all the options.
I don't have that.
That's what you're driving. You now have a Yugo hatchback on a spare tire with bullet hole rust, an 8-track for a stereo system, and a cracked windshield. That's what you've got right now. How's that for a description?
Wow. I think the best one I've seen, there was a meme, and it was a picture side by side of Hunter Biden and Don Jr. And it's and under over Don Jr.'s head, it says, "What you think you're ordering from Wish." And under Hunter, it said, "What you actually get." He is a racist, just disgusting human being that has a lot of issues with the age of his companions, if you will.
Does anyone even bother to look at the pictures that surfaced from his laptop with him with like a 9-year-old Asian girl?
Nobody wanted to hear any of that.
Ironically, so the photos, the pornographic photos from his laptop of him with an underage Asian girl, the irony is crazy because this week, or a couple days ago, leaked text messages were taken off of his laptop where he refers to Asian women as yellow, and I don't want any yellow women, because it looks like he was going back and forth with somebody about what type of women they were ordering. It really did look like they were ordering girls. I don't know if they were prostitutes, prostitutes, I don't really know, but he has pornographic pictures and videos on his laptop with a young Asian girl, but now he doesn't like yellow women.
He had videos on Pornhub. He had a Pornhub account that he was downloading these videos to. I don't know if they're still there, but yeah, these people don't hide what they do wrong, and they really don't care if you see it.
No, they really don't. But because they've got that whiff of like they're untouchable.
I mean, this kid's sitting with foreign leaders right now and writing books and teaching college classes. I wouldn't want my kids within 6 miles of this guy.
He shouldn't be allowed in that playgrounds, schools, anything.
Oh, well, I think he's going to be the problem here.
Go to this one. Go to the next page. Let's do this here.
That's the one I've been waiting for.
You can do that one.
Irrelevant 90s singer Maci Gray states that the American flag needs to be changed to less tattered, dated, divisive, and incorrect. She went on to say, and I quote, I shouldn't have to salute it. I shouldn't have to honor it. Let's redefine the flag for the rest of us that aren't in that tribe.
You're a military man. I'm leaving this one to you. First of all,
why do people want to separate themselves?
I don't know. But can I just point out before you go on your rant, I just want to point out that doesn't Maci Gray look like she could be related to Lightfoot from Chicago?
No, I don't remember her. I do remember her vaguely looking like Lenny Kravitz, but I don't.
Oh, that's a better one. All right, you got it.
But,
that's more accurate.
But anyway, like, regardless of who she is, I remember she had one song back in the whatever, and she might have been in a Spider-Man movie. But why are people trying to separate themselves right now? That's what they're trying to do. Like, that's what they want you to do. They want us to hate each other. They want us to just despise each other. And the only people you see that feel like this are the blue check marks. Mm-hmm. You don't see normal people talking this shit.
Nope.
Nobody wants these kind of things in the real world. Everybody just wants to get along with the people that live on each side of them, make a paycheck, and live their life.
What I find curious about this is the timing, and Maci Gray has been irrelevant since the 90s. The last thing that she did where she was mildly useful was Training Day. She played the girlfriend when Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke went into the house and they stole all the money from a drug dealer boyfriend. Aside from that, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, first of all, who gives a flying fuck what Maci Gray thinks?
Doesn't fame run out? How come? Is that weird? Answer that question. How come fame never expires?
Here's the joke: is that they run with this like it's all over the place. Like it's if you just look up Maci Gray, bang, you get pages that like everyone's covering because she said this. Like, who gives a shit what she says?
I'm not gonna go off on some kind of tirade and berating people and such. I'm gonna be very tactful about this.
Jesus.
When people in the military die, you come home with an American flag draped over your casket. Nobody knows what color the body is inside, nor does anybody give a shit. So can we please stop with this divisive nonsense? This flag behind us is for everybody. I don't know why anybody would think they're excluded from it, especially people that have more money they could ever know what to do with. Like, you're just trying to stoke division and piss people off.
That's all it is.
So that's all I'm going to say. When the caskets get shipped home from war, all you see is a cargo plane full of caskets. You don't know who's who or what's what or what color this person is. It doesn't matter. This is not productive.
And you also get a folded flag if you're the spouse, correct? Or the son.
Well, that's
daughter.
the flag. They take it off after the funeral and they hand it to the,
So, and no one, Maci Gray, I want to point this out, and I really wish I could tag you in this somehow, but no one's asking you to salute anything, and no one cares that you want to redesign the flag. And don't refer to the rest of us as a tribe. We're not a tribe. We're American citizens. If you want to be in a tribe, go be in a fucking tribe. Nobody cares. You want to go to whatever country you want to live in. Go chase your dinner around for 2 weeks. I don't care what the fuck you do.
If she's so worried, like, if this is a black-white issue to her, and you're not down with that tribe, what about the hundreds of thousands of black men who have died for this country? They didn't matter? They're not relevant to your argument?
I don't think that calculated, sensical thought goes through their heads whatsoever.
No, they're
not
just
at all.
Supposed to spit out bullshit and make people upset.
Yes. And how much you want to bet she gets some type of... She'll be on the shows.
She'll come back out with a big comeback.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. I'll buy the album. I won't buy the album.
It'll be a short concert, though. I think about 4 minutes for the one song she sings.
Exactly.
So.
What were the lyrics? I try to say goodbye and I choke.
Don't do it. Walk away.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk away and I stumble.
Wait.
I could push you. So if no one's paying attention, the Three Gorges Dam is collapsing.
That's interesting.
It's that's kind of a big deal. I don't think people realize that that is a huge deal. And the rumor is that it's from calculated military strikes and it's just being strategically dismantled. So take that for what it's worth. It's just interesting. If you don't know what the significance of the Three Gorges Dam is, look it up. It's very interesting. It's also very important. There's that. Again, strange things happening
all over the place.
We already covered this cyber attack thing. I already did that. This is something I wanted to get over. So, are companies and schools advocating for the new age of discrimination against the unvaccinated? What I mean by that is, like, there are local companies here in Rhode Island. We just discussed this with, I think, URI and Rick right now. They're basically, you're getting an ultimatum. Companies right now, if you're vaccinated, you can have certain privileges where you can eat lunch with your coworkers and they get these cute little badges and they kind of, you stand out because you've been vaccinated, and you're isolating and bullying and discriminating against everybody else. So personally, I look at this as this is the new form of discrimination and segregation.
They can have it.
Absolutely. And
have it.
This actually piggybacks this next one. Is really perfect.
Just don't care. Yeah, what's up with this guy?
I don't know. I stacked these.
He's a crazy cat. Springsteen bans AstraZeneca recipients from his New York show. Now that's...
Why?
It's very weird.
It's incredibly weird.
Very weird.
So first of all, Bruce Springsteen, like, I've never been a Bruce Springsteen fan.
He's a liberal shill.
Never. His music was boring, bland. I think he was overrated. That guy, I also think the same thing about Rolling Stones, but that's, neither here nor there. But why would you single out the AstraZeneca shot? And two, how do you police that? Like, nobody has to legally show you that they've been vaccinated to do it.
They already shot down the vaccine passports, so you can't ask. HIPAA says you can't ask people about vaccination status, medication, doctors.
Did you see
any of that shit?
What, Tucker Carlson responded to somebody?
No.
Somebody tweeted at Tucker Carlson, tweeted or emailed him, and they said, Tucker, have you been vaccinated? His response was, tell me the last time you had sex with your wife and in what position. He goes, I'll swap intimate details anytime.
He's beautiful.
I love him.
He is great.
In other news, take this, go ahead.
Leading Chinese scientist falls from a tall building to his death on June 18th. Strange how you can build nuclear bombs but not fall off a building. Well, maybe he had a little too much to drink.
Yeah, look, if people can't see that this is just basically like you're tying up and cutting off loose ends, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at this point. But anyway,
it's like the Clintons.
Yes,
people swear by this woman. Yet there's 23 like very well documented, very well evidenced, very well presented examples of people that got too close to her nucleus dying.
So I'm gonna let you pick between the last two topics which one you want to go with.
All right, I think we're gonna have a field day with the last one, so we'll just bang this other one out first.
All right, go ahead.
7,000 affidavits have been delivered to the Michigan lawmakers claiming election fraud. This is another state. Pennsylvania has just issued the subpoenas. They're going through with their audit.
3 states just sent delegates back to Arizona. Yes. So I think the count is up to 10 states now they're going to be conducting these audits. So it's the precedent has been set. The system is in place. The company, they know what they're doing. They got Supreme Court ruling in their favor that what they were doing was perfectly safe, perfectly legal. They're well within their constitutional rights. The state is within their constitutional rights. So I would just expect some type of false flag. What we mean by that is some type of event to distract you from that. I personally think when China made a comment 2 weeks ago that they're preparing for nuclear war with the U.S., that's directly linked to them being, they're going to get blamed for Wuhan. I think there's that. I think you're going to find out that they were complicit in probably the catalyst for the election fraud that took place. So I would just expect something. And also, I watched another 107 video today, and it really sounds like, they keep talking about the first arrest is going to shock the world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Trump.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with this.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Trump because I personally feel that it takes him off the table but puts him in a safe, isolated position. He'll be in military custody, I believe. Yeah. I think the military would take control of him because he is a former president.
Probably.
And I think that's when the real fireworks will start.
Yeah, it's
weird. Yeah. I mean, look, to me, it's either Trump, the Pope, or the Queen. Those would be the 3 shocks.
I've just given up trying to put dates on anything.
I don't want dates. I'm not saying dates.
Aching for disappointment.
I know. Not dates, like we're both married. Right?
Not like that. I can't go on dates.
Yeah, we're not allowed to anymore. Unless it's with each other.
Again.
That's that weird turn I like to take every so often.